Ladies and gentlemen, hello and good morning. Welcome to the very beginning of the Best of 7 series between INnoVation and Astrea. We are about to be right into game here. Let me add on my game sound. And then we'll roll. Oh, baby. I'm seeing the Beta 500s getting spammed in the chat. I wish I had one of those right now. Currently running on 4 hours of sleep. But I could not be in a happier mood. This has been a fantastic opportunity for me to have some really good games on my channel. And I'm so jazzed that y'all could join me. Hello, everyone. Lepenio, yesterday you subscribed for Wardy because I missed you. Hey, man. If you're going to subscribe to anybody, Wardy is a great choice. There's no shame in that at all. Okay, guys, this is going to be a best of 9 series. Pardon me, best of 7 series between INnoVation and Astrea. Let's get into it. Maybe. Boom, there it is. All right. Hi, everybody. In the bottom left-hand corner, in the blue, from Team Kaizi, it is INnoVation, our boy, and his opponent, my teammate, Max Angel himself. In the red, it is Astrea. The Cure, do I have any clue about 2020 Mayhem? I've never heard of 2020 Mayhem before. No idea, man. I'm sorry. Alright, so Inno, start with that barracks on the high ground. Seal Pop! Watching it work on equally little sleep. Attaboy. Kamsahamnida, indeed. Thank you so much, Seal Pup. What a great series to subscribe for. Couldn't ask for a better start to my day at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Woo! First Reaper on its way out here for Inno. Astrea is doing a nice job slowing down the building of that command center on the natural. It will go down, however, and Astrea will pop out to make sure this probe doesn't get caught by that Reaper. And the Reaper queued up to the third base just to make sure the probe isn't dropping a pylon there or anything. Natural already down here for Astrea. Cybernetics core finishing up. Interesting to see which tech choice Astrea goes for. Now, I did cast 4 Astrea games just yesterday. He went Stargate first on, I believe, 3 out of those 4 games. So I would not be surprised to see him going for a Stargate opening. He does have both gases taken. Stalker on the way. But we will see in just a minute here as that natural finishes up. And Inno's Reaper pops up, only to be surprised by a Stalker there, popping right back out. A nice defense there by Astrea, who pushes Inno out immediately. Inno's factory, meanwhile, finishing up here. And his second gas just being taken, so a little bit of late second gas there for Inno. Aha, it's not going to be Stargate out of Astrea. It is going to be going for that Twilight Council. Now, this has not been spotted by INnoVation yet, hidden just behind the view of that Reaper. So nice work by Astrea to hide that Twilight Council, dropping a second gate as well, some early pressure possibly on the way here from our boy Max. INnoVation going with a 1-1-1 build, Widowmine coming out, and a Starport behind this. Starport queued directly to the refinery because those medevacs going to harvest that gas. It's actually much quicker if you pick up every SCV. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Widowmine being positioned there just in case that is Stargate opening here. But it's going to be a blink play to start out with for Astrea here. Scouting Phoenix is going to get across the map and it will show what's going on in the base of Inno. Second barracks going down should be a good sign. The Scouting Phoenix will have an idea that it should be a Widowmine drop, assuming the Widowmine stays unburrowed for now. And Inno going across the map with this Reaper to see what's going on the other side. Again, a nice placement of this Stalker from Astrea. Going to deny any sort of map vision. And going to see both of those Widowmines coming out. The Phoenix will even see That Widowmine drop getting loaded up. Astrea on top of things here. Should be repositioning a couple of these stalkers into the main base to deal with the Widowmine drop that is certainly coming his way. In fact, he is still dogging it there with the Scouting Phoenix, and there it is. Scouting Phoenix down. 3 Widowmine drop on the way. Double Forge coming down for Astrea, getting that 1-1 pumped out very quickly. First Engineering Bay just going down for Inno now. Looks like only 1 Engineering Bay for INnoVation. Rerouted that Widowmine drop around the 3rd base, by the way, so it will get caught by this pylon. Astrea should be well in position with a gang of stalkers to defend against it. Reaper coming in, Reaper going down. Stalker playing ring around the Rosie, but the Reaper will get in. And finally, the Reaper scouts. That Twilight Council sees it spinning. Meanwhile, Widowmine drop trying to get in here to the natural. Nice placement there by INnoVation, being very cautious with the Widowmine drop, just sneaking 1 in right now. And the Stalkers hunting around for that medevac, which is now going to be pinned between 2 sets of Stalkers there for Astrea. Nicely played by Astrea. Zealot charge on the way as Astrea begins to build up his tech for his ground army. 1-1 being chronoed out now from Astrea. +1 on the way for Inno, as well as a couple extra barracks in the main here. Just 2 so far. Or, pardon me, just 3 so far. Pretty standard play from Inno. Maybe going for a, I was going to say going for a double medevac drop, but it doesn't seem like that will be the case. Just 1 medevac at a time coming out for Inno, as he's a little shy on gas right now. Finally taking both gases in his natural. 3rd base for Astrea finished up here. Astrea wildly ahead on workers, by the way. 3 base Protoss. Beautiful stuff. Inno with no 3rd base in sight yet at the 5.5-minute mark. 6 gateways finishing up for Astrea. We can see the timing that Astrea wants to go for, but INnoVation might be moving ahead just a little bit. Pushing out onto the map. Looks like there'll only be time for about 1 round of these gateway units to warp in for Astrea to defend against this. Astrea's army dangerously low right now. This medevac still pinned between some stalkers. God, imagine what 1 Phoenix could do. Big warp in here to charge Zealots. It looks like if we look at the upgrades tab here, charge and blink. Oh, sorry, charge almost finished up here. Blink also finished up. Meanwhile, INnoVation pushing across the map here with a beefy force. +1 and concussive shells about to finish. He does have stim and combat shields done on these Marines. And he is going to engage now. Let's see if INnoVation's attack is at all valuable here. Just as +1 finishes for both players. Concussive shells not done yet. Charge Zealots getting on top of these units here. Astrea sacrificing a few Zealots, but Astrea needs to hold here and needs to take down all of INnoVation's units. INnoVation trying to get away there, but Astrea with plenty of units to drive him away there. The Charge Zealots getting mutilated a little bit by those Marauders, but the Marauders now dropping out. A little bit of miscontrol there by INnoVation. 1 Zealot sacrificed to the gods of Widowmines, and the other Zealot keeping an eye on that army. Nice work. Widowmine drop, meanwhile, into the natural, but it looks like that is going to be stopped. Nice work by Astrea, to pull those probes. Only losing 2 probes to those Widowmines, and it looks like Astrea has successfully defended, even picking off that medevac. A great defense by Astrea. He finds himself slightly ahead in this game. What a defense. Impressive stuff. Astrea, of course, now getting his Robo Bay down. Should see... you could go Disruptor or Colossi here. It's a little late to go Colossi, especially off of 1 Robo. I would expect to see Disruptors coming out. Usually Disruptors are done 2 by 2 at this stage of the game for most Protoss players, but with only 3 bases and the 4th not finished up yet for Astrea, I think he's going to be alright. Third base. Now finishing up for Astrea, going for an orbital command. Ouch, 4th base picked off there. Astrea looks like he wants to expand down to the south side of the map, as opposed to this 4th base location up here, near the main. Both are totally acceptable locations. There we see a pylon, and he's got the money saved up for 1 more base. INnoVation, meanwhile, moving out onto the map. +1 armor about to finish up for Inno. 2-2 on the way for Astrea, and he is going with Colossus and Extended Thermal Lance. So it looks like Colossi are going to be the tech of choice, but none of those are going to be out by the time INnoVation hits here. A big scan from Inno shows the entire composition of Astrea's army here, and Inno, again, looking a little bit scary as this game progresses. Forward pylon getting picked down here. He's going to check and see if there's a base up in the north side. Nothing here at the 1 o'clock position. Stims forward. We'll have vision on the high ground here. Ooh, that Cybernetics core in a dangerous spot right now. I love this play from Inno. He knows that he's safe because these minerals are still here, and picks off a gateway and a cyber core. Astrea forced to rebuild that cyber core back home in a safer location. Nice pick off there by INnoVation. Even the probe getting it picked off there. INnoVation doing a great job so far this game. Astrea looks like he had intended to build this 4th base down south, but needed the warp in to protect himself against the rather large army of INnoVation. And now it's Astrea's turn to go out on the map with no massive units so far. Well, just the 1 Colossi so far. Only 1 Colossi and a huge gateway army behind this. They're not sure there's a lot of DPS in this army. A good stim, good kiting could be the end of the day here for INnoVation. But look at this. INnoVation with 8 Widow Mines in this composition. No observer out here for Astrea, it looks like. He does have an observer somewhere on the map. 2, but where are they? 1 and... Okay, he does have 1 over this army, so he is going to be able to see these Widow Mines. My apologies. That is correct. Another great scan there from Inno, again showing the comp of his army. 2-2 has finished up now for Astrea. Extended Thermal Lance about to finish as well. 2nd Colossi on its way, as well as a couple of Archons. Ghosts are out now. A good EMP goes down on the majority of the Astrea's army here. Astrea baiting out some Widow Mine shots. Meanwhile, warping into the main, tearing apart INnoVation's main mineral line. This is going to force a fight outside here. I think Inno knows that he's got to take this fight unless he wants to lose the game right away. Down to just 49 SCVs, of course, with mules. He should be all right in the mining game, but we'll see here as the engagement happens. INnoVation sieging up on a nice choke there, now kiting away. A couple of Vikings are already out to deal with those Colossi. 3rd Colossi on the way, but Zealots still in the main, cutting off reinforcements here, and the Warp Prism has been killed, maybe? Yeah, Warp Prism has gone down here in the main. Zealots getting cleaned up there. A lot of probes have gone to SCVs, rather, have gone down. 16 SCVs going down in that major attack. Astrea successfully attacking INnoVation's main base. 2-2 about to finish up for Inno. Astrea again setting up with a little run by. I really like this. His 4th base, of course, mostly undefended. There is a sensor tower, but INnoVation will have to move his entire army up to defend against that when the Zealot run by comes by. That may provide an opening here for Astrea. Astrea's 3-3 is on the way. Disruptors on the way as well. 2nd Robo Bay coming out. That's really what you want to see around the 10-minute mark, is a 2nd bay down with those disruptors 2 at a time. 1 disruptor at a time can be very easy to deal with as a Terran player. You know, you dodge, and then you've got a nice fat window of time where you don't have to really worry about dodging those disruptor shots. Once there are 2 disruptors on the field, then you've got to look at time. You've got to keep track of where all the disruptors are and see how those shots are coming out and work on focus firing down the disruptor that you want to get rid of. Income tab for this game, bouncing back and forth between the 2 players as Inno is dropping those mules. 2nd disruptor now on the way. Gravitic drive as well for those Warp Prisms. Inno, good question. Inno is finished the EMP upgrade, so he is all good to go with the EMP upgrade. A very key upgrade. As soon as that Ghost Academy comes down, that's one of the first upgrades you want to do. Now upgrading Personal Cloaking. 2nd Warp Prism for Astrea going into the main base. It will be met with some resistance, namely 2 big missile turrets and ability to drive that away. So missile turret, Warp Prism won't get anything done in this game as of yet. Both players reaching maxed out supplies here. Astrea with a slightly bigger army and a very dangerous looking composition here. Planetary Fortress at the 4th has been established. A huge EMP goes down. Massive shot there by that Ghost of INnoVation. Very well done, even picking down some of those Archons. The Archon's very low now on shields, as are a lot of the Stalkers. So we need to see a forward shield battery or something would be sick right now. Astrea with his Zealot run by needs to engage, but can't afford to quite yet. EMP's blanketing the army of Astrea. Disruptor shots being dodged there. INnoVation being very cautious to pick and poke with this gorilla thing. He's doing a really nice job poking forward, getting the EMPs down, and then getting the hell out of there. Meanwhile, Astrea expanding to a 6th base, getting a couple photon cannons down to defend against run-bys. Here's the Zealot run-by, but there is a small force to drive that away. Well done by INnoVation. INnoVation now cutting off the army. All the Stalkers separated from the Colossi. The Colossi under attack from these Vikings. The Vikings going to pick down that last Colossi. Oh my god, it lives with 9 health. Unbelievable. But it's almost dead now. The shield battery is out of energy to recharge it. Stalkers have just been hit by the EMPs. INnoVation playing a great game so far. DT Tech on the way for Astrea. 3-3 on the way for INnoVation, but INnoVation sees that the time to strike is now. Forcing a big warp in, more Stalkers back home for Astrea. Astrea popping forward, trying to get a couple things with an aggressive blink there. Disruptor balls going out to try and zone the army out. I'm not sure if that was miscontrol or a 2000 IQ play. Either way, Astrea on the hunt now. INnoVation on the run. Observer still keeping an eye on this base. Sees when the expansion goes down. It is a 5-base Protoss to a 4-base Terran right now. But again, another small fighting force from INnoVation is going to stem forward, forcing the warp in from Astrea. Skirmish on the other side. Disruptor balls going either way. INnoVation able to dodge them very well. And again, not a shield to be seen from this entire Protoss army. Ghosts doing a great job so far. A couple units, a couple disruptors here recalled. Stalkers recalled, rather. Those are all going to go down, though. This little counterpunch from INnoVation doing such a good job. Already roasting a couple probes, forcing a warp in of Zealots back home. Astrea unable to reinforce his army in the forefront of this fight. Looks like the disruptors have gone down. INnoVation probably able just to chase this army down now. Has Astrea pinned against his own 3rd base. Fighting force, the natural, still barely alive as the Zealots are dealing with it. And that's going to be it. INnoVation able to take game number 1. What a great play from INnoVation. I think Astrea is slightly ahead. Oh, let me get rid of that score box there. Sorry, that's nothing to do with today's broadcast. There we are. So, coming back, I think, from a position of weakness in that game. Very well done by INnoVation to send some armies out, have armies ready to defend, and be able to poke and prod at Astrea, taking good engagements, and not really going after it. Is there a replay pack that could be purchased? That's a great question, Potato Pleb. I'm not sure if we're selling the replay pack here or not. I can figure it out, though, at some point. Hey, an ad hominem. Thanks for the follow, man. Oh my gosh. It's not a clan war? Alright. We've got our next map ready to go here. Alright, rock and roll. Solid Snake, my pleasure, man. I've been enjoying the heck out of this thing. It's been a great game so far, and I couldn't ask for a better pair of players to join me. Alright, so we've got the ready from Inno and the ready from Astrea. Let's get into game number 2. Current score, INnoVation 1, Astrea 0. Reminder, this is a best of 7 series. The first player to 4 wins is going to walk away with the win here today. Guys, let me close my door behind me, and I'll be right back into this game. All right, we are back. Sorry for that, guys. And let's get in here to game number 2. Boom, there we are. There we are. In the top left-hand corner, in the red. From Alpha X, playing Protoss, it is Astrea. And his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner in the blue. From Kitesy Gaming, it is INnoVation. So yeah, as you guys in chat are saying, absolutely very well played by INnoVation in the last series. Clutch EMPs, and more importantly, having really high engagement intelligence. INnoVation was not afraid to do some hit-and-run style tactics, not afraid to use a stim to get away. He did that several times where he'd get forward, blanket some EMPs, and then just stim and get away and wait for a better opportunity, wait for the field to be in his favor. Did a good job defending. There was a Zealot run by that could have absolutely wrecked his third base there. But he had a force there ready to defend against it. Just great map awareness, good situational awareness, and INnoVation really showing that he is just such a pro. Astrea, of course, going for an early lead, remember, in that game. Had a nice drop in the main there with some Zealot warp-ins, cutting off reinforcements for a little while. Really doing a solid job there, changing his composition up, and defending the early game fairly well as well. So both players putting on a really good show. You know, sometimes it's hard as a caster when one player wins pretty convincingly, and you have to kind of sit here and be like, oh, well, you know, they both played well, and, you know, that's not true. In this case, I think it absolutely is true. Both these players put on a really good game, number one. Okay, so Astrea went for Twilight Council with Blink for his first tech last game. Let's see what he goes for this game. He does have both gases taken. Reaper coming in. Should get pushed away there. And the Reaper will not make it up into the main. Astrea going to drop that Twilight Council, but the Reaper hopped up. He built it close enough so the Reaper could see it. So INnoVation has scouted out that Twilight Council. It's a nice pick there. Nice pickup for INnoVation. INnoVation, meanwhile, just going for the usual reactor on the barracks. Factory behind that. Starport coming down immediately afterwards. All timed immaculately with those two gases. INnoVation on point this game. With a 1-1-1, you're wide open as a Terran player to really do just about anything you want. I like this cheeky play from Astrea here. Got in past that bunker, able to cut off able to cut off mining there at the natural, and we'll just jet away there with the shade. However, INnoVation has begun mining at the natural now. Oh, Reaper going to get into the main here. It will die shortly, but gets one grenade off before it dies. So, at least it got a full scout, right? Robo facility on the way for Astrea with that blink research going on in the background. Adepts again, being a little cheeky, shading in, mocking like they might do something. Oh, there's in-game music. It's just real quiet, the Cure, I promise. All right, 2 Widow Mines down, 3rd Widow Mine on the way. We're going to see Inno doing this 3 Widow Mine drop again, no problem. And there's the Widow Mine drop, steaming across the map right now. I don't believe this has been spotted just yet. These Marines doing a good job, and there we go. Just as I say it's not been scouted. There it is. All right. So, this drop has been scouted very, very well. Let's see where Inno decides to drop these. Oh, Stalkers saying hello. INnoVation forced to boost out there. Up into the main, though. Stalkers already down. Only 2, though. Aggressive blink forward. Shows off that blink. The Widow Mine's getting down. Widow Mine shot going down. Taking out 1 Stalker there. 2nd Widow Mine is going down as well. Nice Widow Mine placements there from INnoVation. The medevac does go down, as do all 3 Widow Mines, but at the cost of 2 Stalkers. So not what INnoVation was hoping for there. Was really hoping to get some probes with that attack, of course. Unfortunate placement there. All right. Hey, Karaja, how's it going? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right, charge on the way. Astrea going for a very similar build to last time. Cranking out the gateway upgrades very early. This time, the Robo Bay just for the Warp Prism for now. Tanks coming down for INnoVation. Of course, once you see that blink, you've got to have the Raven in the main base to prevent any unfortunate hops into the main from those blink stalkers. So the Raven absolutely a necessity, and here we can see it. Astrea dropping down 5 more gateways, going to bring him to a total of 5, 6, 7, 8 gates. That's a good place for any Protoss player to be. 53 probes to just 45 SCVs. The income slightly in favor of Astrea for most of the game. INnoVation, of course, with those mule drops, allows it to spike down just a little bit. But let's keep an eye here on Astrea's Warp Prism as it moves in to that main base. 3rd base is finished up for INnoVation now. Should be flying it over quite shortly. The main base well defended, though. I imagine that Astrea's incursion here with the Warp Prism not going to do a whole lot. All right. 3rd base now finished up for Astrea. Very well saturated. 3rd base just moving into position here for Inno. And the Observer should see that once it moves in a little bit closer. The Observer, of course.
That one's been INBA for years.
That's right. It has been INBA for years. You're right, Diva. You're so right. Astrea moving across the map now, unscouted, by the way, by INnoVation so far. He drops the scan on the third base. Not going to see anything, though. And Astrea moving into position. Has these stalkers here to protect against any drops or anything. But Astrea just gets that Warp Prism down. Going to try and get into the main base here. INnoVation moves out to the third. Zealots into the main. Huge warp in here. This is a big play from Astrea. The Observer did get picked off, but it's a little too late now. Zealots into the main here. What a good play. Just as INnoVation moves out of position to defend the third base, we see the snakes changing sides there as the SCVs go down and the main army comes up. Now, he is going to have plenty of time to get that Warp Prism out of there. The Warp Prism safely retreating somewhere, I hope. Oh, the Warp Prism got picked off. Huh, I didn't even see that. Warp Prism got picked off there, but a really nice play there by Astrea, not only dislodging that third base, but also causing a bit of damage in the main base. Nice work. 6 probes, however, going down on the other side of the map. Looks like it was Raven harassed there. So busy watching the beautiful third base that I didn't even see it. Not bad. Good defense, but honestly a good attack. Sometimes, you know, something... I feel like we're very quick as viewers to call something a win or a loss for a player. Like, who came out better in that engagement? Did that work or did it not? And sometimes the answer is, you know, it was all right. I think that's the case for this Astrea warp in here. It was all right. Bit of lost mining time. You can see, obviously, a bit of lost mining time there on the income graph. But INnoVation recovering pretty handily. Robo Bay about to finish up. We should see Colossi coming back out here, I think. Again, heavy bio and a lot of tanks out of Inno this time. Yeah, Colossi coming out now. Second Robo on the way. I would have loved to see that Robo a little bit more quickly, but INnoVation pushing across the map now with a very scary +1/+1 bio force. 1-1 just getting started here for Astrea. Man, can you imagine one freaking storm right there? That would be insane. I love this. Astrea using these ramps or these bridges in the middle to his advantage, blocking the army of INnoVation from going anywhere. Of course, Inno with no massive units to break through. Storm would be unbelievable. You're absolutely right. Person whose name I can't pronounce in the chat. Abnarujan Escobar? Sounds like a Japanese version of Pablo Escobar. INnoVation sieging up on the outside. Astrea trying to go around the back to flank some of those tanks, but INnoVation defending very well with his bio forces. And now, of course, Astrea gonna swing back around to the front, but it's too late, man. The transferring probes getting picked down here. INnoVation able to re-siege those tanks in a more aggressive position. Only one Colossus out right now. Some force fields do go down here. It looks like a warp in, or run by rather, at the natural for Astrea. And the third going down as well. Both these players highly engaged in what's going on. Beautiful force fields, but it's only going to hold INnoVation for some time. INnoVation now pushing forward on top of the production facilities, picking off that cyber core, meaning no more stalker warp-ins for our boy Astrea. Robo facility under attack as well. Meanwhile, the Zealots getting cleaned up by these reinforcements of INnoVation. INnoVation able to hold the front and hold the back. Astrea down to just 40 army supply. The Colossi goes down, and there's the GG. INnoVation is not going to be able to win this one. INnoVation is going to be able to win this one, taking the series up to a 2-0. Good game. INnoVation, very well played. All right, Astrea, map 3. Astrea will get to choose map 3 here. So we'll wait for him to pop out of the game and see what he's doing. A really nice timing attack there by INnoVation. If anybody can win with +1/+1 bio, it is our boy INnoVation. Even throwing some tanks in. Very nice work. Alright, so we're waiting on Astrea to give us the map 3 here. He is currently down 0-2. This is a best of 7 series. So, first player, of course, to 4 wins. First player to 4 wins will take it. No chat is not delayed at all to CC. I am here, baby. No delay. All right, we've got the go-go from both players. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. All right. DeCC, thank you so much for the new channel icon. Thank you for noticing the new channel icon. I've got a bunch of really, really nice new artwork that I've just gotten, and I am so happy with it. I could not be happier with it. I will be updating, by the way, the sub badges. I've just purchased new packs for all the sub badges, so you guys will have shiny new sub badges soon, I promise. So making it well worth your time to drop that subscription if you are so able. Let's get into this game number 3, guys, in the best of 7 between Astrea and INnoVation. In the bottom left-hand corner, in the red, from Kitesy Gaming, playing Terran, it's INnoVation. Currently down 0-2, struggling against INnoVation's absolute mastery of 1-1 bio. It's Astrea. Yes, that's right. They will be coming soon, check, I promise. But the rest of the channel artwork is here. I don't know if you guys have seen my new offline screen, but it is adorable as all hell. I'm also working on getting weekly schedules out. Yo, Crate, I'm going to need a GG emote to subscribe. There's so many GG emotes already, man. I don't need to throw another one out there. Besides, you can get one of me in a box, or eventually we'll have one with me with a shoe on my head. First Reaper on its way out for Inno. I collect them, gotta have them all. I didn't think that shoe on head would be such a draw for people to sub to the channel. Alright, Astrea on the low ground here, not walling off or anything, just being very safe with his tech up top. Hiding that cyber core in the background. As the natural goes down for INnoVation. Reaper coming out now for Inno, poking across the map. All standard builds as of yet. Stargate. Astrea. Changing it up this time. Now, we saw him go Stargate in the last series that I saw him play. We were doing a clan war with Alpha X and Into the Zown. Astrea went to Stargate a majority of those games. He played 4 games in that clan war, and he went. He went Stargate, I believe, 3 of them. So I feel like that's a style maybe he's comfortable with. He did play, well, he was playing PvZ both times, I guess. So maybe that'll change some stuff up. But it's got that first Phoenix on the way. Meanwhile, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. INnoVation going for a 3 Widow Mine drop again for the 3rd game in a row. Is going to be very well protected against the Stargate play should a Phoenix or an Oracle come on in here and try and get in. Hey, Baltimore 11. Thanks for the follow, man. Hope you're well. Are you actually from Baltimore, or do you just like the name Baltimore? I feel like it's a really nice word, Baltimore. I know, like, it's got a lot of nice pick there by Astrea, by the way, picking off that Reaper. I feel like the city of Baltimore has a lot of baggage with, you know, everything that's been going on in there, and has a bit of a reputation as a city. But honestly, the name Baltimore is delightful. Just the way the word sounds. It's very pleasant orally, isn't it? And you're a Baltimore Ravens fan? My condolences. Apologies, Baltimore, for everything that's happened to the Baltimore Ravens. As a New England Patriots fan, genuinely sorry. I know. Quickest way to get people to leave my channel. Alright, 3 Widow Mine drop coming in here for Inno. The Phoenix are coming out from Astrea. Unfortunately, they're patrolling outside the natural instead of where they need to be. This Widow Mine... Oh, look at this. What? Inno. Is INnoVation okay? INnoVation's eating breakfast right now. He's got some toast that he's just playing with. Doesn't have to... What the hell is this? Maybe trying to catch Phoenix as they come around or something? Has he seen the Stargate at all? Yeah, he's seen the Stargate with that Reaper. So maybe he's hoping the Phoenix will come around that top side. And he'll catch one with all 3 Widow Mines there. That's unusual as all heck. Huh, weird. Alright, thanks Baltimore. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I think Inno just forgot about this. I think that's a misclick. Is he gonna unburrow those? No! They're still there! What? And then as soon as the Phoenix find him, he unburrows and heads in. Now Astrea has seen this, gotta draw these Phoenix back, but this Widowmine drop will go down in the main base. And Astrea, not... Okay, Astrea, there we go. With the lifts on those Phoenix, very nicely done. A great play by Astrea. A perfect defense. Oh, Sushi, bless your heart. Thanks so much, man. Sushi, our indomitable team manager. What a bro. And a raid from Cranky Ducklings? You guys! You're in for such a good show match. Welcome, welcome, everybody, from Cranky Ducklings. It's good to have you all here. Astrea currently down 2-0 in a best-of-7 show match against INnoVation. Astrea took a strong lead in Game 1, INnoVation able to turn the tide, and then INnoVation pretty much dominated with a 1-1 timing attack in Game 2. Liberator harassed now on the way from Inno, but we've got a couple Phoenix out for Astrea. Should be able to take out... Well, they're out of position, actually, so this Liberator might actually get some damage done. We'll see how quick Astrea's reaction time is. Liberator sieging up very aggressively there. Is going to pick off at least 1 probe, maybe 2. 2 probes, and there the Phoenix to drive it away. So not the best harassment ever, but not too bad at all. Oh my god, Steel Mold. Welcome, buddy. How many ducks does a duck 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 if a duck duck ducks duck ducks? Nope, I did that wrong. Let me try one more time. Hang on. Colossi coming out, by the way. Extended Thermal Lance about to finish. All right, let me try one more time. How many ducks does a duck 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 if a duck duck ducks ducks ducks? There you go. You're missing a ducks in your actual text, I think, Steel Mold, but I'll take it, man. All right, Phoenix popping in here, but INnoVation well defended. Does have the missile turrets in the main and the third. Should be able to defend anything that's going on. 4th base for Astrea taken at the 12 o'clock position here on Eternal Empire. And, oh, look at that. Phoenix actually getting a little bit of play here. Picking off 3 SCVs. Not the best in the world, but not too bad at all, considering there was already a missile turret there. The gateway explosion finishing up for Astrea. There's 6 extra gateways on the way, getting added on to the 2 that already exist. Or the 3 that already exist, rather. Pardon me. So it looks like there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways. 9 gateways coming down for Astrea. Man, that's a large amount of gateways. 3rd base up now for Astrea, for INnoVation, rather. But the Colossi are coming out this time. So in the past engagement that we've seen with Astrea, he's engaged before he had more than 2 Colossi. And it's been, before he had more than 2 Colossi. He's only attacked with 2 Colossi or fewer so far this entire series. INnoVation has just had really nice timing attacks and is able to force a fight before Astrea was really ready for it. This time it looks like, though, Astrea might get up to that magic 4 Colossi number that every Protoss dreams of when they tuck away in their little Protoss beds at night. Pick up on the landed Viking. One Viking for 1 Phoenix. Blood for blood. INnoVation now on the map, looking to put some pressure here on the 3rd base. A scan goes down, but Astrea well ready for this. I'm surprised to see INnoVation sticking in this. If Astrea moved out right now, he would be in really, really good shape. Possibly just to take this. He needs a few more charged zealots in this composition, and then he's going to be just fine. Here we go. EMP onto the army. So many shields going down already. 1 Colossi melting. 2nd Colossi melting as well. The Vikings having really, really good play here. A great composition from INnoVation. Vikings getting focus fire down by the Stalkers so that last Colossi can live for just a little while longer. But the Colossi finally going to melt, and that's going to take out all of the key units there for Astrea. Astrea down to just a handful of gateway units and a couple sad Phoenix. Meanwhile, reinforcements from Inno again with this beautiful timing push halfway across the map here. Viking composition, exactly what he needed to fight against Astrea. Astrea's last Colossi able to force this away, but again, all of the Stalkers have now been picked off, so 1 Phoenix left, and the Vikings not even bothering to fight that Phoenix, just picking down the Colossi. The last Colossi going down there, and Astrea losing 4 Colossi in a row. INnoVation in great shape so far. The fight continues here as the last dregs of the army do push forward there. Nice micro from INnoVation, saving almost all of his medevacs, only losing 1 or 2 so far this game. The blink micro, pretty good there from Astrea, but Astrea fighting a losing battle. I think INnoVation able to micro these bio units forever. More reinforcements arriving. We can see the reinforcements from INnoVation becoming bulkier and bulkier. Even more Marauders popping out now of these 5 barracks for Inno. And 4 dead, 2 alive. Welcome, buddy. Thank you so much. What a perfect series that you could follow for Astrea and Inno fighting each other so well. Look at this. INnoVation taking that last engagement before he had the EMP upgrade done. So those EMP shots even more skillful than I thought. Astrea starting 2-2, but INnoVation's 2-2 on the same path as well. So upgrades roughly even for these players. Astrea finally getting that second Robo Bay down. Second Robo Facility down. Oh man, Brood War is like fighting my head a little bit these days. Goodness gracious. Second Robo going down for Astrea. Again, a little bit late at the 11-minute mark. Usually you want to see that second Robo a little bit earlier. Scout from Inno will show that. Oh, is he going to miss it? He's going to miss that 4th base completely. Trying to hide himself. Doesn't even see. Okay, there he sees the pylon. He might have an idea. And Astrea is on top of it. Nicely done there by Astrea to push that Liberator away. Wait, where are all the probes dying? Oh, Liberator at the natural. Oh my gosh. Okay. Second Liberator doing good work there. 6 kills at the natural. 4th base now down for INnoVation, but a 5th base on the way. Man, Inno has some really interesting choices this game. He has burrowed Widow Mines here for no reason. He has sieged up a Liberator here for no reason. I wonder if he's, like, had some soju this evening and is just having a great time. Any animals that are walking in the desert down here are just going to get destroyed by this Liberator. All right, another big attack coming in. This time, Astrea has the compositional advantage, but massive EMPs blanketing this army again. Astrea getting caught with his pants down a little bit, and he turns to engage, but he should know better than that. He absolutely cannot afford to engage here. Baiting out the disruptor shots. INnoVation doing a nice job so far, not using too much stim. Oh, the siege is in case he uses F2. I got it. But what player uses F2? Surely not INnoVation. Couple of SCVs going down. Another nice Zealot run by, but again, reinforcements from INnoVation in place should be able to drive that back, and we see another engagement now. INnoVation cutting off Astrea, working himself in between the 3rd base and the army. Going to be forced back here, and this poor 5th base in the top corner is definitely going to die. Another big engagement here in the side. So far, no disruptor shots have really landed just yet, but INnoVation taking a big fight here, picks up and gets out. That's a big win for Astrea. Not bad at all. Swarl Sparkly, please tell me that you're a How I Met Your Mother fan, and that is a reference to the Swarly episode of How I Met Your Mother. If so, mad props. Swarly! Love it. All right, Astrea popping in now. Slight army advantage for Astrea. He's got to be very cautious, though. Any ghost EMPs will make it very harder, a lot harder for him to engage this army. Another nice Zealot run by here. Astrea seems to be making inroads to try and get this done. Income going in favor of Astrea now. Army in favor of Astrea. Astrea taking good fights. 11 SCVs roasted at that 4th base. INnoVation struggling to keep up. 5th base on the way. Meanwhile, Inno is going to pick off the 5th base here of Astrea. Astrea has a new 5th base, though. He doesn't need that last 5th base. All right. Do you guys see this? Astrea is chronoing out DT Blink. Oh, please, dear God. If you exist and you love any of us, I want to see DT Blink before this game is over. We might not have the chance, though. Astrea forcing a fight here. Disruptor shots forcing Inno back. Last Disruptor gets picked off there. Nice work by INnoVation. Oh, man, just barely missing that one. 22 SCVs have gone down. A DT warp in at the 3rd. This missile turret worth its weight in gold. Inno's attack pushed away at the 5th base there of Astrea. Astrea doing a nice job defending all over the map so far. Missile turret at the 5th base here also. But a lot of charged zealots from Astrea. They're hungry for blood, man. Astrea pushing forward with those charged zealots. Meanwhile, picking off all these little bits and bobs. It's incredible. INnoVation is trying to go all over the map right now and do that thing that annoying Terrans do late in the game where they're like, okay, I can't beat you on a one-on-one fight. No problem. I'm going to send 2 medevacs with full of units to 37 different places in the map, and you're going to have to defend all of them at the same time because I am a god of micro. And Astrea is shutting all of that down, ripping through the 5th mineral line there of INnoVation. Even the natural's been lifted up and moved over to become a planetary fortress. It doesn't matter, baby. Astrea finishing it up. There it is. GG. Astrea brings it back 1-2. What a good map, man. Astrea absolutely defending like a hero there. The composition maybe not the best, but somehow he made it work. And we have got our next map already chosen. Gonna find ourselves on Nightshade LE for the next map. Beautiful work from Astrea, drawing us back to a 2-1 game. All right, so guys, we have a quick break. We have a quick break here. INnoVation needs to head to the restroom quite quickly to check out, you know, everything there is to check out in the restroom. I would encourage you guys, if you have the time right now, take a moment, stand up, stretch your legs, do your wrist stretches. Make sure you're fighting carpal tunnel. Here, let me do it. You know, do your wrist stretches here. Make sure you're fighting that carpal tunnel. Drop your shoulders, twist your back a little bit, drop your neck to one side and the other. Just make sure that you're feeling good. A lot of us, I know, when I get excited, my shoulders go up like this, and I can cast like this for hours. I'll be like, oh, and then I won't notice it, and then when I get done, I'll go, huh, why do my shoulders and my entire back feel like I'm about to die? So take a minute, be conscious of your body, get up, stretch your legs. Inno is going to the toilet, and we are waiting just 1 minute for him to get back. In the interim, chat, how you guys doing? It is so good to have you all with us today in this incredible Best of 7 series. Astrea putting up a fight. I was a little worried that it might be a 4-0, but it's so good to see Astrea fighting. Astrea fighting? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I do want to say, guys, if you are enjoying this content, I will be back at 12 o'clock noon Central Standard Time. That's about 5 hours from now. I am going to be playing... casting. I'm not going to be playing, goodness gracious. I'm going to be casting the NA Apprentice Cup. We'll be casting the semifinals, and then the finals will be live for the NA Apprentice 2020. So by all means, please come check that out at 12 o'clock Central Time. I will be back for that. And then, if all goes well, I'll be back at 11 o'clock tonight to cast some of those sweet, sweet IEM Cups. Korea Cup starts at 11 o'clock tonight. Players at the NA Apprentice Cup, that is a good question. It's not the NA Apprentice Cup, it's just the NA Apprentice. The cups are a different thing. The NA Apprentice. All right. INnoVation's ready. Let's see if Astrea's ready. Astrea's ready. Let's go, baby. Getting into the next game. Hey, backlines. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Here's the link for the NA Apprentice, by the way. Looks like the remaining players in NA Apprentice for this evening, or for this afternoon, are Future, Azuna, Silky, and Raze. What a beautiful set of players that's going to be. I don't know who goes on to the finals. I have not spoiled myself and watched all the games yet, so I have no idea who's going to win. It should be fabulous. But let's get in here. Huh? Game number 4. Let's see who can do it. In the bottom. Right-hand corner. In the red. Clawing his way back. From Alpha X. It's Astrea. And in the top left-hand corner in the blue, Up 2-1. Can he make it work? It is Inno. Wait, it says 3 on the screen? Damn Dex, what do you, have I misrepresented something? I'm a little lost, sorry. Alright, there we go. Oh, my bad. No problem, man. There's a lot to look at. Alright. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Sometimes it throws me as well. When there are 3 games that have been played and we're on game 4, my dumb lizard brain is always like, we're on game 3, right? Because it's just, I'm just dumb sometimes. Nice probe blocking there from Astrea. Forcing INnoVation about 50 minerals behind where he wants to be. Not the end of the world, but nice work there. Showing good game sense from Astrea. And Astrea's natural going to be down just a skosh earlier than his opponent. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep warm here a little bit, guys. It's quite chilly here in Kansas, and this room, for some reason, does not heat up very well. So if you see me bouncing around in my chair, rubbing my hands together, just trying to keep myself from freezing to death. And hey, Dandex, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Should be a big day of StarCraft today. I am very excited to bring all the action. Natural for Inno and the bunker as well. So we have seen Astrea go Twilight Council, I was just about to say. Twilight Council 2 games, and Stargate last game. He lost the first 2 games going Twilight first, but he is trying it again today. So Twilight Council going to be the tech of choice here for Astrea. See if he goes Blink again. That seems to be his favored research. Looks like you're in a big empty room. I am shifted nature. It's a long story, but this is my sister's house. Oh, Astrea gets picked off just before the shade finishes. Man, I thought he might be able to win that one 1v1, but doesn't quite make it out. So a good pick there by INnoVation. But the second shade right behind it there. And this one gets, oh man, INnoVation at the last second. Beautiful stuff going down. This is actually my sister's house, shifted nature. She and her fiance just bought it, and they're renovating the whole thing. This is the one room in the house that's not, like, stripped down to the studs right now. But I'm watching their house for a little while, and I'm set up here temporarily until I know what's going on with my whole life. So, it's not just that not that this is a man cave, it's just that I have only lived here for a very short amount of time. I do want to share, though. I'm so excited. I have just purchased some artwork for this room, and I'm going to hang it up at the end of the month. Look at this, guys. Look at this freaking adorable artwork that I just bought. He's so cute. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be sick. Gonna be sick. All right. So third next is on the way now for Astrea. Charmander aside. Gonna be fantastic. All right. So third base now on the way for Astrea, and Blink behind this. Astrea going for Blink again. 3 games out of 4 now. We have seen a Twilight Council into Blink opening for Astrea. Third base and a Raven on the way. A good read there by INnoVation. Again, going for that Raven, making sure that the Blink Stalkers don't surprise him in the main base. The Medivac with the 3 Widow Mines in it. That's 4 for 4 now. Astrea might catch this. Oh, no, I think he's just going to miss it. Nice. Good work by Inno to get in there. There is nothing, by the way. The last couple games... Oh, Astrea guarding the wrong place. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Raiden, how's it going, man? Welcome. And Riku, I'm not sure if... Oh, God. Oh, God. Protoss players, look away. Oh, actually, okay. Not too bad, actually. Oh, nice. Protoss players, you can look now. Both Widow Mines are going to get down there, sacrificing 2 Stalkers to the gods of the Widow Mines, but the Widow Mine's going to make it happen. Oh, man, I thought that was going to be much grosser there for Astrea. Didn't pull until too late, but made it just barely in time. Yeah, Raiden. The name sounds very familiar, man. It's hard for me to keep track of everybody that I met at the GSL, but your name definitely rung a bell. I was like, I thought that name sounded familiar. All right, Colossi going down for Astrea again. Weird. This is the exact same build that caused Astrea to lose the first 2 games. And Raiden with the follow. Welcome, welcome, buddy. Good to have you with us. Thanks so much. Kick off your shoes. Sit down. Enjoy yourself. We have got at least 3 more games of StarCraft. No, at least 2 more games of StarCraft. It's a best of 7 to enjoy in this particular show match. And then I will be back in just about 5 hours from now with the NA Apprentice. And Raiden with the sub as well, buddy. Oh, it's so good to have you. Enjoy some of those sweet, sweet Creighton emotes. Ha ha ha. Love it. All right, extended thermal lance, zealot charge on the way. Astrea executing the same build as games 1 and 2. Again, I'm a little surprised to see him going for Colossus and not trying something new out. Well, I really hope it works, but man, INnoVation has shown that he is just completely in control of these games with the 1-1 pushes that he's been doing. And it's very difficult for any Protoss player to defend against it. So, I guess we're just going to have to see, but this is a carbon copy here of games 1 and 2. Stalker's poking into the third here. Nice picks there on those 2 building SCVs. Going to slow Inno down just a little bit, but of course he's got plenty of spare supply, so he'll be able to finish up those two supply depots with no problem. And he is going to move out again with this push. Not quite as scary as last game. Missing 1 tank from the previous game, but able to make it happen here. Hey, Hushang, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Good morning to you as well. It is 6 o'clock in the morning here. Almost, oh, it's just turned over 7 o'clock in the morning here. And I am as wide awake as I could possibly be on 4 hours of sleep. All right, Inno pushing forward here. Got to be very cautious with these tank sieges. Doesn't want to get caught unsieged against charge zealots, for sure. Third Colossi about to finish up here for Astrea. Inno ready to engage. Armory going down for the +2/+2. INnoVation just a little bit behind on his upgrades. But no upgrades have even been... Yeah, okay, so 1-1 about to finish here for Astrea. They might draw even then in upgrades. But +2 getting started for Inno. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But right now, it is just going to be a 1-1 engagement into a 1-1 engagement. And Inno is definitely pushing hard for that engagement. The 4th tank has arrived. Some more reinforcements have arrived. Extra medevacs pushing in. The medevacs with a lot of energy. They've been out for a long time this game. He's only lost, I think, the 1 medevac with that Widow Mine drop. So he's still got plenty of medevacs. Oh, but look at this. Astrea setting up for the flank, from the side, from the back. Astrea not engaging quite at the right time there. These last zealots a little bit late to the party, but they are going to get on top of these tanks. The disruption field on 1 Colossi. 2nd Colossi does go down, but all the tanks have been cleaned up, so now it's a matter of Astrea getting on top of this bio army and making sure he can attack. But oh man, there is so much bio here from Inno. Even without the tanks, the field has been winnowed considerably. The gateway forces for Astrea, not much left right now. Adding on some Archons, which is really nice for the bulk in that army, but it is going to fall to the Ghosts, which are certainly coming for INnoVation. We see the Ghost Academy on the way, as well as he switched over now, to Viking production after seeing that he couldn't take out all of those Colossi. Zealot run by going down into the 4th base here. Will be stopped by these... supply depots, and man, INnoVation has got the sense of a tiger. Sees that coming, has his units already in place. What a beautiful game situation. A beautiful game reader INnoVation is. Zealot's ready for the run by. I think Astrea needs to wait and time this out a little bit more perfectly. Raiden, I am in Wichita, Kansas right now. I was in Minneapolis at the beginning of January. Doing a little show there. I didn't have a computer in early January, and I got invited to cast the IEM Katowice qualifiers. So the Minneapolis StarCraft community, including, you guys might know Toast, former team owner, team manager for Scythe Esports. He was like, yeah, I got a computer for you, man. Come on up. And he and Spencer, a guy named Nibbleizer, lent me the equipment stuff. I rented an office